Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my final episode in this Amityville collection series overview, looking at all the different DVDs, VHS, Blu-rays, and books of the series. So we're gonna wrap it up here. So I did manage to find a couple more books. We talked about the books in the previous episode. This is just another one I kind of dug up from Rick Osuna, The Night that DeFeos Died. And he goes over he talks about the murders here. But this was controversial because his take on this was like kind of out of left field from what I've read. I haven't read the book, but apparently it's pretty controversial, his take on it. So I thought I'd show everyone. And then we have the High Hopes, the Amityville Murders. This was an early release. I don't know what year this was released, but this talks about this is an ex-library, so this talks about the murders, and there's a bunch of photos and things in here as well. Somewhere, yeah, different photos and whatnot. I've looked through it. I haven't read it. So High Hopes. That was another one. Thought I'd point those out while we're looking at these. So just to wrap up, we're looking at the VHS releases that I have collected. So the Amityville Horror, HGV. This was this was a distribution company back in the day that released really cheapy versions, and they were never in standard play. I think they were in slow play. Yeah. So the results were just bad quality. But that's just one of the releases. Cover's kind of decent. Next up is, oops, out of order here. Next up is Amityville 2, The Possession. With this cover here. Yeah, another HEV release. Then we got into Amityville for Video Treasures. Amityville 3D, The Demon, aka. So, pretty cool cover. I don't mind that cover, actually. I like the movie too. It's a pretty decent movie. The first three were really decent. And then there was the TV movie, Amityville 4, The Evil Escapes. This one was, I guess, unintentionally hilarious. It's just so funny, this movie. With the haunted lamp. A little bit of a glare. Got the plastic. I keep the plastic on all my VHS to preserve them. The Amityville Curse. This was from Vidmark. Cool covers back in the day, VHS. Next up, Amityville 1992, It's About Time. Another awesome cover. This was from Sam the Record Man, an old record shop that sold videos and stuff too back in the day. And yeah, I did pay that at that time. It went long out of business, but cool store. Cool cover. From Republic Pictures Home Video. Okay, just wrapping up here. So this is Amityville New Generation. I like this movie. This was pretty decent. A picture of the mirror here, which is kind of cool. And the house in the reflection. Very cool. That's the side. And last but not least is Amityville Dollhouse. Evil Finds a New Home. So that's a cool cover too, actually. And that's the back there. That's the side. Now I don't know if the remake ever got to video. I don't think so. And I don't think any of the other ones, other than Amityville Outhouse, which I showed in the previous videos. These are the VHS. I'm sure there's different editions of these VHS that were released, especially the first one, I'm sure. But yeah, I haven't dug into it too deeply. But these are the ones that I had. Basically, when I first started collecting, way back, these were the first ones that I started to pick up, and they weren't cheap, certainly, back in the day. You know, even now, VHS is kind of popular as a collector's thing, so they're kind of, a lot of them are stupid expensive now. Totally not worth it because of the picture and audio quality, but nonetheless, yeah, these are the ones that I kind of when I first started collecting. These are the ones that I was collecting. So Yeah, I'm sure there's other editions out there. I haven't looked too much into it because is it really worth it? I mean, from a collecting point of view, for the fellow collectors out there, you know how it is. We get go down the rabbit hole. We want to get everything of a certain series, whether it's Friday 13th or Amityville or Halloween or Nightmare on Elm Street, whatever the case is, and you start buying over and over again the same sort of things, and you have no space to begin with, which is everybody has that pain. But space is always a premium real estate when it comes to this collecting, and just the cost, and but you know what? If I ever come across one, certainly I'll pick it up. You know what I mean? It's not. I won't say no to it, and a lot of collectors won't say no to things like that. So, but these are the ones that I had, and these go back a long time. I've had these for a long time because these are the original ones that I kind of started with. So that's gonna do it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the series. It was kind of interesting to go back and reminisce. Some of the movies like blend, so it's kind of tough, but it was fun to kind of just look at the collection, and it's amazing how many films that have been released and how many are on media, and how many books were released, and movies and things like that. But it was kind of fun to talk about them. Most of them are not great. Like I said, this original eight is basically the series for me. Everything else after that is just, the remake is okay, unnecessary, but it was okay. But there was a few good ones scattered here and there, but overall, this is kind of the original series for me, 1 to 8, and everything else is kind of, it's not really a franchise because of the court decision, as we talked about early on. So it's technically not a series, not a franchise. It's a series, not a franchise. But nonetheless, it was fun to kind of reminisce and take a look at some of the things that I've collected over the years. And there's other things too that I wasn't able to dig up, but nonetheless. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and maybe I'll do this again. Maybe I'll do this with, one of the big three, like Friday or Nightmare or Halloween, because I got a bunch of stuff in those ones, and everybody does, books and other, and Blu-ray, VHS, and DVDs and stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes. But thanks for taking the time, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.